the prospect of us getting technology in the field of agriculture from China, I think what I thought, what I was picturing, where would Pakistan be in the next 4 years when we leave government? And I felt that just the meeting yesterday made me feel that we will be, in the next year or two, we will be able to achieve the sort of growth rates which would not be thought possible. And it's because of just getting the Chinese help in agriculture, in their seed development, agricultural research, and all that they have achieved over the years in increasing their yields in agriculture. So the productivity of our agriculture, if we can raise the productivity of our agriculture, that in itself will propel Pakistan's growth rate to a point where we can raise the standard of living of our people. But apart from the field of agriculture, I felt that the cooperation and other areas, I'm very happy. I met Premier Lee today, and of course I met the President Xi Jinping. With Premier Lee, we talked about getting help from China in the field of technological science and technology. We want to set up a university of science and technology, an elite university where we want at least 8 subjects where China has progressed, subjects in technology, artificial intelligence, IT. And these are areas where Pakistan really needs help, because if we have a young population, 60% of Pakistanis are below the age of 30, and this is where we can really progress by getting help from China in setting up this university, which will help us in science and technology. My experience of 2 days with this BRF forum, Belt and Road Forum, which with almost 40 different heads of states appeared. 2 days of listening to them. Everyone came in with different ideas. And I came to the conclusion that I think even the Chinese leadership did not realize that what they initially envisaged the Belt and Road Forum to be, I think this is now going to become much bigger than what they imagined. This is an area which could involve more countries. I feel other countries will join this, because this is the future. The cooperation, the connectivity between so many countries, I think you will see that this forum will more subjects will be taken in. One of the things that came out was the concern amongst all the countries of the effects of climate change. Some of the countries, their futures are going to be affected unless and until the world does not start thinking about mitigating the effects of climate change. I'm very happy that Pakistan is one of the countries which, amongst all the countries in the world, which has taken revolutionary steps. The last 5 years, we planted over 1 billion trees in one of our provinces. And this time, we have given ourselves a target of 10 billion trees in the next 5 years, planting them in Pakistan. This would be our contribution towards mitigating the effects of climate change. Climate change is a reality. There were countries yesterday which spoke about the impact climate change is having there. The impact in Mozambique, they have unprecedented flooding which has destroyed the crops. Then Philippines talked about the impact of cyclones, which is again unprecedented, the devastation caused by the cyclones. And Nepal talked about climate change, how the glaciers are melting. Pakistan is a country which is number 8 in the world, most likely to be affected by climate change, which is vulnerable to it. So I'm happy that we at least have made a huge effort, but also the commitment of the Chinese leadership that they too will now, climate change has become an issue. Previously I felt that the world was non-serious about it. Only the few countries that were affected talked about climate change. But yesterday I noticed that everyone for the first time is realizing that eventually climate change will affect the entire world. You could actually have, if there's a refugee crisis right now, which some countries in the world are worrying about and building walls, imagine if climate change devastates countries, what will happen in the future? How will this huge migration from those areas which have been devastated by climate change, how will the countries cope with it? So I was very happy about it.